I had my hustles. But got in the street after I graduated, man. Got in the street, left it alone, got a job, worked 2 weeks, and got that check for third shift working in the hole. It was $280. I just didn't see me coming up with it.
That's when the point you said, hey, this ain't for me.
This ain't for me, man.
I gotta own my own. I gotta run my own.
Man, I actually turned that $280 into $490,000 in about a year and a half.
Yeah, I believe it, bro.
In the street, bro. And still knowing what my love is and what my desires are and what I want to do. But that money was lying to me. That money wouldn't allow me to do what I want to do more than anything in the world. Yeah. You know. I don't know if money is the root of all evil, but it's damn sure the fertilizer.
Yeah, to me, it's sometimes the lack of money. Because you can do a lot of good things with money. You can help people, you do everything. You know, this country, this world revolves around money. And, you know, a lot of the times people say that money is the root of all evil, but really you have to look deeper than that, because sometimes it's the person or it's the lack of money.
Money can be the root of Money can make somebody love you. Money can make somebody hate you.
Yeah.
Money can make somebody want to kill you.
Yep.
You know, money. Money will lie to you.
Yep.
Money will tell you everything all right. Money will make you leave somebody you love.
Oh yeah, I didn't say it.
Money will make you love somebody you need to leave.
For real, make you stay.
Yeah.
Longer than you should.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Man, went to prison in '92. Did 7 years. Met up with a gentleman named Skinny J. Met T Supreme on the street once or twice. In a couple avenues or two. But me and Skinny J did an album in prison.
Okay.
1996, man, we recorded an album in prison. It was called Dubbed Out. Skinny had 20 years, I had 20 years, another dude had 20 years. 20 years is a dub. So it was supposed to have been just for a talent show, but it was a cat named Major Bruton at Dutchman, cool brother, and he remembered me from the racetrack. You know, I was a young cat with a nice race car, so he knew me from there, man, and we had a decent little relationship, and he let us get together to practice and whatever. Man, we was actually recording the album, man. I made a mic out of a band roll-on. And we recorded the album. We put together our own distribution network based on who was getting out of jail and who we could trust with our product as far as getting money back to us.
Makes sense.
Man, I got a song played on the radio one night. While I'm in prison. Eddie Owens played it on 98. I think Eddie Owens' segment might have been the Basement Tapes or something. But Eddie Owens is now in Columbia at DM. Eddie Owens, the all-nighter. Good brother. Eddie Owens said, I think we're going to finally have somebody that's going to do something with this music when his brother get out. I always felt more comfortable in the business aspect of it. Now that I'm 52 years old, I wish I would have pushed myself as an artist. Because a lot of people that are artists don't understand or respect business.
Yeah.
They just don't. You got so many guys that just think they're hot and that's all that it takes. No. The business aspect of it, that's why you'll sometimes see some guys that have made it that don't have the talent.
Facts.
They listen.
We see it all the time nowadays. We see it a lot.
Yeah, man. They listen to business.
Or they got the people around them that know how to manage this.
And they listened. And man, I'll say Carolina artists more than anywhere else, because a lot of people haven't made it out of here. But you got so many people here that think this is something that they can do themselves. Yeah. Nah.
Take a team. Listen.
It takes a team to make that dream. And a lot of times I like to give analogies or be analogetic when I speak. But one of the best albums ever made was All Eyes on Me by Tupac.
Oh yeah, that was one of the first albums I started listening to when I was younger. You know,
But the crazy thing is, nobody really looks at what went into that album. Man, probably 80% of that album was done before Pac got off the plane at LAX. Because Suge let everybody know, bring forth your best stuff.
Yep.
Your best tracks, your best hooks. We got to make sure this album fly.
Yeah.
And in a lot of the work on the album, all they do is drop a verse and put Pac on it.
That's it.
The songs were already together. Yeah.
Just take that mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
It's done.
California Love by Dre. Just take one hook off, put Pac on. Gangsta Party. Drop a verse, throw Pac on.
Yep.
So many of the stuff on that album. And the prevalence of me saying that is, that was a team effort.
It was team effort. You team effort. You
that
absolutely
was that
correct.
was a team effort. And see, when I got home, man, I told the guys I'd make sure everything was straight when they got home. But I happened to find out there was some kids here that were trying to do music, but had never recorded. You know, didn't have any way of putting down what they were actually doing. Met a good friend named Jamal, one of my best friends in the world, Jamal Bradley. He has the biggest Juneteenth festival in the Carolinas. And, you know, Jay was one of the first doing it. Jamal Bradley, Juneteenth festival. His is the biggest in the Carolinas.
Where he do that every year? Columbia?
In Columbia.
Charleston?
He does it in Columbia.
Okay.
He does it in Columbia. His is, he's been doing his longer than anybody else.
Okay.
He's the grandfather in this area of the Juneteenth. Jay was my vice president. And Jay was in the studio a lot with me with the work side of it. But Jay was there firsthand with me to see a bunch of the ignorance that we went through. You know, you'll have some artists that feel they got so much going on.
The entitlement.
Yeah, man. And really when you look at it, they had nothing going on. Nothing. Dead in the water.
Can't sell tickets.
No.
But want to do a show, get paid for it.
But he said, Gray, you're making it look too easy. They go think they can do it. And I didn't even catch that. Because all I knew was do what I got to do to make sure it happens.
Yeah.
I'll show you what I need from you. I'll show you what area I need help in. But before I let your stagnation stall everything, man, I'm going to go ahead and get it done.
Yeah.
Me and Jamal proved to ourselves early on that if you go out, you can't make less than $180 in a day, 7 CDs. So it was like 14 of us up there. So that's 7 teams of 2. So if you got 7 teams out making $180 a day,